Hi, my name is Charlie. Since I was 13 years old, I have been in love with combat sports. After my first ever boxing session, I don't think I've ever been happier doing anything else. At 15 years old, after watching Conor McGregor in the UFC, I then started MMA, and that became a whole different obsession, a different level of drive to get better at something that I've never felt before in my entire life. I had my first fight at 17, which I did lose, but I kept on training. Now, I'm 21 years old and I've quit my job to travel the world with my girlfriend, and on this trip I've made it my mission to train as many gyms as possible, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, anything I can learn from, and the goal is simple: meet new people, gain experience and get better at the thing that I love the most.
Oh god, my heart's beating out my chest.
Welcome back to another video. Today we're in Hanoi, Vietnam, and we're about to get another session in at a different country. We did try to get a training session in Vietnam in Hanoi about a week ago, but I had a quite upset stomach about 10 minutes before the session, which if I was to do the session, well, let's just say the people who were there would have not been very happy. But when Hanoi, Vietnam, doesn't look very beautiful from the background, but I assure you the actual city is amazing. We've only been here for one day and it's really reminding us of Chiang Mai, and so far we do really like it here. I've already spoke to the owner of this gym and he said he's more than happy for me to film. It's just behind us somewhere, we're not quite sure where it's at yet, but we're going to meet him in the lobby and he's going to take us upstairs and we've got a one-on-one session. Can't remember if it was boxing or Muay Thai or a bit of both, I'm not sure, but let's get into the video. And welcome back to episode 3 of the training series. Today we're in Hanoi, Vietnam at Top Boxing and Muay Thai Gym. So there was no messing about today. I got straight into the gym. He said wrap your hands and start shadow boxing, so that's exactly what I did. If you are coming to Hanoi, Vietnam, be warned that there isn't many gyms available. The reason why I chose this gym is because it just had the most Google reviews on Google, and there were good reviews, so that's why I ended up coming here. It is about 10 minutes out of the city of Hanoi if you go on a moped, which I did.
Oh, they are brutal. When we first walked in, the aircon actually felt nice, but then now we've got them moving, it's not very good. There's a bit of a language barrier, so we're just going to have to talk over Google Translate, but when we're on the pads we don't need to talk. Gloves? Whew. Feel quite nice, these.
Now, I'm not going to lie, when I was hitting the pads, I was thinking, I feel a bit slow, tired, I don't think I'm doing very well. But looking back, I thought I actually looked pretty good. One thing I always try to remember when I'm on the pads, same as if I'm on the bag, sparring, doing anything in boxing or MMA, you want to stay loose. You don't want to be tight, tense, you just want to stay loose. I have my hands pretty much open the entire time in the gloves until I'm about to punch, when I clench a fist. And it just makes you flow a lot better. Your punches have more snap, and you have more energy, and you're not out of breath as quickly as well. You can sustain the energy and your endurance for a lot longer.
Whew. That's a hard first round. Try to kill me. Oh. I want to do some like nice drills, setting things up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So what the coach wanted me to do here was, every time I'd throw a jab, every so often, he'd come forward as he was coming to attack me, and I'd have to throw a counter right hand. And what was good about this was, he wouldn't do it all the time. There was no pattern in what he was doing, just like a normal sparring, boxing, MMA fight. So I'd throw a jab, I could throw another jab, and then he comes forward and I have to counter. I maybe only throw one jab, and then he comes forward and I have to counter. Just always keeping me on my toes so there's no pattern. And that's getting me to time the counter perfectly, and just so I can counter properly. And that's how you should do this sort of stuff. So if you're on the pads with someone, don't just keep doing the same thing all the time, especially something like counters, because that's not how a counter works. And your opponent isn't always going to do the same thing. He's going to do different things to mix it up, then attack. And that's what this is practicing, me trying to time and react to what my opponent's doing and then countering with my own punch.
Oh God. Woo. Good. Fucking tired. Just went straight into it. I feel like all of them are just loads of combinations on the pads. Oh well, I'll get fit. Jab, hook, cross, body shot. Jab, hook, cross. Yeah. 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 Jab, hook, cross. Jab, hook, slip, body shot, slip. Oh. Upper. Up, go. Upper. So, jab, or jab, hook. Is it a cross? Okay. Jab, hook, cross. Slip. Upper. Yeah. Yeah, one more. So, bang, slip. Bam. Okay. So, bam.
Slip. Okay. Bam.
Yep.
Bam. Okay.
Yeah. Fuck off. Yep. No. Sorry. Thank you. Woo. know why I'm so tired. I also have an MMA match at you. Did you win? I was led to the hospital. Oh, okay, nice. So a guy grabbed me, slammed me, and then just, it was sort of too sore. Couldn't push or yeah, it was bad. I couldn't grapple, and then he slammed me and choked me out. And then, yeah. I was trying to pull off and get around, and yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Can I kick a knee?
Okay.
Okay. Only thing no is teeps. Not that.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Dip. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay.
No teep.
No dip.
Kicks, knees.
Knee,
That's
elbow.
elbow. All right, we did some boxing rounds, but now I want to do some Muay Thai. He wanted me to go on the bag, but I was like, please, no, not the bag. So we want to do some rounds on the pads.
Elbow. Kick.
Oh, fuck. I don't think I'm breathing properly. I think I'm holding in my breath. It's a lot harder with the shoes on. I feel like it's weighing me down and probably full of sweat now as well. I feel really bad, but oh well. You're not really letting me like take it slow to get the technique right, so I kind of just have to fucking go full throttle with it like you asked me to. Whew, big mistake. I actually feel like I'm gonna pass out. Let's just go. Let's go.
So as I said in that clip there, at this point I was absolutely knackered. Felt like I was going to pass out. I think just before that was the 7th round, done 7 hard rounds, and we're going into the last round. What you need to understand when your mind is saying that, there's still so much left in the tank. I'm obviously tired at that point. You can see when I'm throwing the punches, I am a bit exhausted. But the most important thing is just to get through the round and try and maintain good technique as much as possible. The main thing I try to do is actually just control my breathing as much as I can. I'm obviously panting very heavily because I'm tired, but as soon as you start and you start to panic and you can't get your breath back, so you just need to learn how to perform while being uncomfortable, being out of breath. But it's not going to last too long, so it's just about getting through it.
How many rounds for that was? 7, 8.
Quite a few.
Oh god, my heart's beating out my chest. Can I take it off?
Okay.
At the end of the session, I sat down with the coach just to know him a little bit better. So I was just asking how old he was, what was his first martial art that he trained, does he only coach or does he train and coach himself still, just all things like that. I also asked him what I could improve on. Obviously he was with me for quite a while on the pads and he would be able to see some flaws. I can definitely see my own flaws from watching back in the videos, but I politely asked him and well, he basically said this. He said, I think everything is fine and I don't know what I could say, which could be okay, that's fine. Thank you. He basically said I was awesome and there was nothing I need to get better at. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. That's a plus anyway. I thought I was terrible. Oh, Jesus. That was a tough session. Let me sit down. Oh. Yeah, that was really good. For not training in 2 weeks, I went to the gym a few times, but like a MMA, Muay Thai session, boxing. That was really hard. We first walked in, and I was like, "Oh, this looks like a good gym. There's everything you need there." The aircon was on, and after about 5 minutes, the aircon lost its effect. I was just hot instantly. And yeah, I got into the session. I won't go through what we did, you've seen it on video, but yeah, really good, really hard. I think one thing I would say, a lot of them do it. I understand in the classes, but like in the private, I think it would be a bit different. They just get you to warm up for 5 minutes, and then you just go straight into pad work. And I'd rather it be like getting shown technique and like breaking like stuff down more, like I did with Bert in my last video. I was actually like breaking down techniques and then going into some hard pad work, but they kind of just throw you into it, which I understand. It's probably a bit of a miscommunication, not miscommunication, but it's probably something you need to tell them beforehand, because they'll obviously just do what they would normally do. But this was my second private session, and because I was kind of basing my opinion off Bert's, I thought they would kind of do the same without asking. But yeah, it was just straight into pad work, which I'm more than happy to do. Like it was like good pad work. It was like telling me to do the right things. It wasn't just like stand still and hit pads. Like he was getting me to move around. He was getting me to roll. Yeah, he went through some things with me, cut the angles. He kept on doing, which I liked a lot, where he was making me step forward with a jab, and then as he was approaching me, he wouldn't do it all the time. He'd get me to step back and like full rotation through my hips and get me to like throw right hands and stuff. So there was a bit of technique involved, but I'd like it be a bit more of like a technical session rather than just like let's fucking just go for it and yeah, destroy ourselves. Like I obviously look like I'm destroyed. Lily was saying you sweat so much. I was like, I've said this to her all the time when I'm like when I come home. She's like, how can you be that sweaty? I was like, you don't understand how hard the sessions are. And that session there compared to like the MMA at home, we do that in MMA, like that's like a quarter of the session. I mean, you're going to do more things, so it's even harder than that. I'm obviously a lot less fitter and like the climate, so it makes it like harder on me. But yeah, I just sweat loads, so I definitely need to get more out of the sessions, drink more water, have salt. I had a good breakfast this morning, like a good fast releasing carb breakfast to keep me fueled. But yeah, probably more water and more salt. Really good session. We're probably going to get 2 more sessions in while we're in Vietnam. We're going to a few more places, and we're going to Ho Chi Minh, so there's definitely going to be a good gym there. So we'll get some sessions in there before we head over to our next country, which I won't see on the video, but if you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, you'll already know where it is. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos, because I'm enjoying doing them. I'll see you in the next one.